Hey gang, I'm usually not crazy about these trendy things, but I think this one could be useful. 5 things I wouldn't do in the music business or I regret doing. The first one is coming out with my first album too soon. And what I mean by that is I had the songs and we recorded them. I wasn't crazy about how they were translated in the recording process. I didn't have as much control over that. And I should have had enough verve and confidence to stop it, but I didn't. And I wasn't seasoned enough as a performer yet. So that's one thing I would do over. Number 2, never trust a record label. I mean, not every record label, but most of the record labels I've dealt with were extremely unscrupulous, like seriously. So I would have been a lot more careful in the beginning and I would have gotten a better lawyer. So that's number 2. Number 3, I would have learned how to manage a band better before I put a band together at the behest of the record label when I made my second record. And I would have just, I should have been more in command of whipping that band into shape and making us be great before we went out. I mean, it was a good band. It was always a good band. Everybody was always talented, but we really didn't work hard enough. And I didn't rule with an iron hand, and I probably should have, or got people who were willing to do that immediately and didn't need to be prodded. So that's number 3 that I would do over. Number 4, never sign a contract that's longer than it should be, or just be wary of the terms of your contracts. Well, what I'm getting at here is I signed a contract when I did my second record and signed with a bigger label. They had the rights for this record for a certain period of time. And I later found out that another artist that had been signed just before me got 2 years less on that period because his lawyer negotiated it. They just asked. We didn't ask. That was really dumb. So be really wary of the terms of your contracts and understand that they're negotiable. Everybody always says that walking away is sometimes the best thing, or saying no is the best thing. You can say no. You can ask for it to be changed. So that's number 4. And number 5, I would say is I started my career as a singer-songwriter. And I got some lucky breaks. I had a couple albums that were well received and I started touring. Now, I got seriously ill. I came down with what we later knew to be as a rare hereditary disease. But I wish I hadn't taken for granted that even when I became a producer and was working steadily, I should have still made an effort to go out and get my face and my songs in front of the fans, because the people that I connected with in the first 5 years of my career are still there. And they're always asking me via email, or if I run into them somewhere, hey, when are you going to come play? When are you going to come do this? And I kind of took that for granted that would be easy, and it's not easy. Getting out and playing and connecting with your fans is the most important part of your career if you're a performing songwriter. And I just kind of took it for granted that, I can go be a producer and go do other types of projects and join other bands and whatever, and the people are still there, but you're running the risk after a while that they can forget about you. So that is number 5 that I wish I did differently and stayed in touch with them more intently, because every person that I met in those first 5 years were amazing. All the fans were amazing. Amazing. I still hear from them today. It just blows my mind. So I want to apologize to them. That's why I'm getting back out to do it now, but don't take it for granted. The most important thing you have to do in your career is connect to your fans and show them that you care, and stay connected to them. They're good people. They care about you. So don't let that slide. All right? All right.